Hey guys, welcome back. In this video we're going to discuss all about how to create a responsive portfolio website using HTML and CSS3. So it is a front-end mentor project, so I made that I think 24 hours before. Then I'm going to show you how you can create it from scratch. So inside that have a many logic that I used inside the project, and it is fully responsive right now guys. So let's look at the project that we're gonna create it. So this is the header section, this is navbar, and in there have educations or skills, so you can say it. And this is a project section, and right now this is a contact section right now. So it is fully responsive. I open it in the inspect element, and right now this is a small screen size of the mobile, and you'll get the result like this one. And right now I open the tablet, and right now this is the tablet screen size, and finally is a large size, means 1024 pixel of the browser. Right now inside they have a looking great, and this is a large size. By the way, the size of the website is a 1440 pixel, means width is the maximum width of this one project is 1440 pixel, right? So let's look at that, the code. So here's a simple code that we're gonna use it from scratch. So inside that have a basic structure of HTML, and this is style.css file. Inside that have a font face is space grotesque, right? And right now in the responsive you can't see anything else because I will use it on later. In the index.html I already mentioned the links like style.css and responsive.css. Let's look at the project folders. So I have a many images that we're gonna use it, and I have a font folder. So inside that I have a logic manual fonts that we're gonna use it inside the project. So without further ado, let's get started to create a new bar, right? So I'm going to use the container because I will arrange all of the content inside there. I will use nav tag, logo, and the logo I will use the h2 and write the name keys Adam. Alright, symbol. And after that I will use the icons, but outside of there because I will use the flex box. So the first one is I'm going to image on GitHub. The second one I will add it LinkedIn. Third one I will use Twitter, right? So save, and we need to restart my live server because I already mentioned that on the browser, right? So this is a text, but I can't see right now the icon because the icons have a white color, right? So let's see in the CSS we need to design. Before designing it, I have a file read.md. inside it have variables, so we're going to use those variables. I use root and paste the variables. So let's reset the property padding 0, margin 0, box sizing border box, and yeah, so we need to set. Then we need to select the body. In the body we need to use the font family is Poppins, not Poppins, space. I need to get the fonts from there and paste on there. First we need to save it, and let's look at that. Yeah, the fonts has changed right now. So the next one is we need to select the container. In the container have a content, so I will manage it. I'll use max width 1440 pixel with 100%, and I will use the margin 0 and auto, means every content will appear in the center of the page. And last thing I'm gonna add it padding top and bottom 0, left and right 2 rem to make a space left and right side. Save. The next one is I need to change the background color of the body. Background color will be black color, and also I will use the overflow X, means left and right hidden, because I will use the many images inside the project. So save. Let's look at that. So the next one is navbar. So I'm going to hide it and select the navbar. In the navbar have two sections like left and right side. So I need to use sample display flex property, space between, and I will use color will be white. Also I will use the padding top and bottom 2 rem and left and right 0 to make a space in the top and bottom side. Right now as you can see, so left side and this is right side. Then we need to move on the logo. H2 I need to change the font size 1.5 rem. 4 rem is best. Logo I need to check that. No, logo 1.5. Okay, I don't need to use that. Yeah, great. But I'm gonna change size is 1.2. That's perfect. So let's use the nav special icons image tag. So in the image tag I'll use the weight 25% and I'll use padding left 15 pixels to make a space of each icon. Right, cool. So yeah, great. Then we need to work on the header section. In the header section we need to display the image and content. So right now I also mentioned that comment is very important. Navbar, and after the navbar I will use showcase. In the showcase I will use the same tactics that I used on here, like container. Inside the container have all of the content, so I need to select the same thing inside there. But inside the container of the showcase I will change the content, like display the image and display the content. So I'm going to use the header tag. In the header tag I will use the left side content, and also I will make another there, that is the right side. In the right side I will display the image, so I will create a profile image there. Inside that I will add the image. The image is coming from our images folder, profile for desktop, and then I need to use the left side. In the left side I will display the H2. In the H2 I will use nice to meet you. So by the way I have a content inside there. Adam, nice to meet you, I am Adam Keys. So I'm gonna get it, and after that I will use the H2, use the class name is name, span tag, and the span tag I will use the Adam Keys, but before using it I'm on there. So, and after the H2 I will use about. In the about I will get the content from there based on UK and so on and so forth, like this one, based on this. And look at that, the content is up here, and yeah, but I can't see the image right now. I think no, I can't see the image on the right side. And by the way this is left side, so I can't see the image. Images. After the images I will use profile desktop. I don't know, but I will work on that. Then I think it should be displayed after arranging the content, right? So I also mentioned there is navbar comment and get it, paste it, and this is a showcase. And the showcase have a header section, right? in the header we're gonna use with 100%, and I will use the height is 60 VH in the vertical height, right? But I will try to add another image. I don't know why I can't see the image inside there. I'll use tablet image. So yeah, the image is up here, but I will work on that to make it as responsive. Right, so I want to display the content in the center of the page, but before using it I'm gonna change the positions. Like so, inside the header here, this is the content. I'm gonna display that in the left side, and that will display in the right side. So what I need to do on there, I'm gonna add the display property, like display flags, and yeah, display flags. Justify content space between, so the content will appear in the right side and left side. But I want to display this one content in the center of the page, center of the particular way, so I need to use align item setup. So and look at that, right? And I want to move this one image as a big, then I want to display the icons, so I need to use Z-index property inside there, right? But before using Z-index property, I need to select the nav and assign the Z-index property 10, right? And yeah, but I will use the Z-index property inside my, I think, image section. Yeah, so the image will appear in a minute. So this is white. In the right side I will use Z-index -1. So and right now, as you can see, right, cool. So I need to assign the height and width of the particular section, but before using it I need to design few things, right? So let's design it. So header dot left, in the left side here h2, I need to use font size is 5 rem. 5. Letter spacing I will use 5 pixel. Color is white. And then I need to select the span tag, header, left side dot name dot span, not that, just span. In the span tag I will use the position relative because I will display the underline. So first I'm going to show you right now, nice to meet you, and so on and so forth. I want to display the underline on the particular section, like item case. So the item case is appear inside the span tag right now. So I have selected as a span tag and assign the position as a relative. Then I need to select the same thing and use column before. In the before I will use the position as absolute with 100%, content is none, background color warm, and I'm going to use green color. Height I need to use 5 pixel, and I need to use the position bottom 0. So let's look at that, right? Don't worry, we will manage this one content. In a minute you will understand everything, because I need to assign the weight on the particular section, right? Cool. So this is span tag and the left side. Okay, so let's move on. The content is about section. So in the left, not about. So in the about I will use color white, gray color. Okay, and I will use the width 50%. I will use the margin top and bottoms 2 rem left and right. 0 line height I will use the 1.7 rem. Not the rem, just like a 1.7 height of the, in a minute, line height 1.7. So, and look at that, right? Now also I will add the what button on there. In a minute I will design it, then I will add it. And last thing I'm gonna add it, font size I will increase 1.2 rem. So yeah, great, it's looking so nice. Yeah, perfect. Then we need to move on the right side, right, this one section. So in this one section I need to use width 30%. So and look at that, right? And we need to design the image, so I need to select the right side. In the right side have a profile. Let's go image, the image. So width I will use 1%, height I will use auto, object fit is cover, and first we need to save it. And look at that, the image is looking so nice in the right side. Yeah, great. But I will add the button inside there. I will add the link. So after this one I will add contact, and this will spam contact me. So and move on the CSS. So inside there, in a minute, in the left side, header, and not left, have a content spending. So this text transform uppercase, color is white, and plus size pointer. So we need to save it, and look at that, right? And when I hover the mouse, then I want to enable or display the underline, right? So I'll use the same tactics. Position is absolute, but before using position absolute we need to use position relative inside this pen tag. Then I need to use contact header, left, contact span tag, colon before, position is absolute, content is none, 100%, background color was green color, and height I will use 2 pixels. First we need to save it, and let's look at the output, right? The underline is up here top of page, top of particular content, but I want to move it in the bottom, so I will use the bottom 0. Save right now, but I want to move it more than 10 pixels down, so I need to use negative 10 pixels, right? But when I hover the mouse, then I want to change the color, so I need to select the same thing, header, left, span tag, contact span tag, hover the mouse, just change the color while it's green. Save, and look at that, right? So this is very simple, our showcase. In the next section we're gonna display the images that is up here as a backend of the content in this section, right? So see you in the next video. So let's move on the image section. We're gonna display the image in the left side, and inside the image I'm gonna display another circle image. So let's look at that, how we can do that. I go to my code editor, but before moving on that, I have changed the image. So I'm gonna change the image as the desktop because I'm facing issue to update that. Yeah, it's great, but I want to move this one in the top, so I need to visit the image, and I'm going to use transform, translate, negative y, just a minute. Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, so I go to index.html, and inside there I'm gonna add the ring image. So I'm gonna use image, set, images and pattern openness. So now I need to add the pattern ring image like this one. Yeah, so I want to move this one in the left side. So let's see. First thing is you need to select the header tag in a minute and use the position is relative, and then you need to select that like this one and use position is absolute. Then the image will move inside the content, but I want to move this one in the left side. So in a minute I'm going to get it and use image with 100% and object fit is cover, transform, translate, -50%, comma, -40%. Save. Just a minute. Right, cool. The image is up here in the left side. So one more time I need to add the image in the right side content. In the right side means inside the image, right? So let's see. I'm going to use the image tag. In the image tag I will use the set the image folder, and inside that I'm going to use pattern circle image. So save and right, cool. So let's see how we can use it inside the CSS. But before using it I need to add few things like assign the width and height of the particular image section. Then we're gonna add few things to manage it inside the image, right? So I'm gonna use header, right, and the profile have an image tag. So I'm gonna use position is absolute, object fit is cover, and I will move it top 70%, transform, translate, -50%, comma, -50%. Then the image should be moved on top of the image section, right? So this is a complete section, so have an image, content, and everything is clear on there. But the last thing I'm going to add it is an underline. After this one section I need to add the underline, right? So I need to add the header tag. I already mentioned the position relative inside the header, so I need to use the before pseudo selector and use position is absolute to display the underline, right? Content is none, background color I will use dark color, and I will use the height, means size of the line is 3 pixels, width is 100%. First we need to save it and let's look at that, right? The image have the underline is up here, but I want to move this one in the bottom, so I need to use bottom -5%. So save. Yeah, cool. So our header section has been completed. So let's reuse our code, because I will create a utility class. In the utility class I will in a minute utility classes. So inside that in a minute. So right now I will use this one, and no, this one contact like this one. I need to get it and I'm gonna paste it, right? Because I will use it many times inside the project. And also I need to get this one code as well, like this one. Copy and where it is, yeah. And then we need to remove this one code from there, because I don't need to use it multiple times. Just leave, save, and yeah, it's perfect, because I will use this one heading many times inside a project. So I just need to use the simple class is a contact like this one. Another thing is I'm going to use the heading. This is a utility class. I will assign that inside the project. So inside the headings, I will use the font size is 3 rem and color is white, right? So let's move on the index.html, and we need to work on the skill section. So I need to get it, and after this one container, I'm going to paste it, and inside that I'm going to use skills. Then I need to use container. After the container, I will use skills. Then I need to use sk content, means skill content. Inside that I will use HTML class. Inside that h2 HTML, and after that I will use p for yes experience. And yeah, I need to get it second time, third, 4, 5, 6. In the second one, I'm going to use CSS. This will be CSS, this will be JS, and I'm going to use JS, JavaScript, and that will accessibility. So I'm going to use access, just a demo on names. I'm going to use accessibility, and that is 4 years experience. Then I'm going to use React. I have a 3 years experience. Last thing I'm going to add SAS, and the SAS have a 3 years experience. So we need to save, and look at that, the content is up here, right? So we need to wait. I use in a minute. I need to use the CSS. So for my okay. So inside that I'm going to use the scale, right? So yeah. In the skills, we need to use display property grid because I need to divide the columns, right? So let's see. I will use the scale. I will use color is white, and I'm going to use scales here, sk content. So in the sk content here, display grid template column, repeat 1 fr, and I will use the grid cap to make a space for rem. Margin I will use 6 rem top and bottom. In a minute. Left and right 0. Yeah, the content is up here, perfect, but I want to move this one in the right side, so I will use weight 110%. It will move in the right side as well, right? Cool. Yeah, I need to add the font size, that is skills, that is class skills h2 font size. I will use 2.5 m. So we need to save. Yeah, great. Also I want to display the same image, so I need to visit on the index.html, and after this one content I need to add the content inside the skills div, right? So I need to use skill rank. Yeah, I will use rank skill class inside that in a minute. Inside that I'll use image, same image like this one, save, and yeah, image is up here, but this time I will move it in the right side. So what I need to do on there, I need to use the rank underscore skill, and I need to check the class. Yeah, so I need to use the position is absolute, and I will move it right in the 25%. Top will move 70%. So we need to save, right? But I think in a minute I need to check the okay. I need to use position as a relative inside there, so it should be display inside this one section, right? Cool. The half image up here, and the half image is heading, right? So another thing is we need to work on the project section. In the project section we're gonna display the images, right? So after this one, I get it, comment, and inside that I need to use projects. So I need to use a container. In the container I will use the project content. Inside the content I will use the class, utility class that I used on earlier. So this time I'm going to use headings, but this is a div right now. After the div I will use the class is headings, just like a heading, that will project. After that I will use class is contact, and this is also similar class that is used inside of a utility class. We use span tag, and this is contact me. So we need to save it and look at that. This is my content, and it is a similar content that is used on top of my page, right? So yeah, great. After the project content, now after the headings, I will use the class pro images. Inside the pro images I will use image content, right? In the image content I will display the different type of images. So I will use the pro class. In the pro class I will use the image. The image is coming from terminal large size of first one image, right? And after that I will use h3. In the h3 I will use design portfolio, and that is HTML CSS. So this is our first one image, and yeah, I will get it, copy. This will be second one image, and the second one I will need to change the content. In the content I will use the learning page, and yeah, I need to get it third time. Just change the name and title of the headings, learning. Then I'm going to use to web app, and inside it I will include the JavaScript. After that I will use, that is before project, and the number 4 I need to add the entertainment web app. So just change the to entertainment, right? And that is 4. Then I need to get it 5, and that is our 5 project. In the 5 project I need to add it as a memory gun. By the way, those content is appear inside my this one section, right? So I have all of the content like view, memory game, and so on and so forth, right? So that is a memory game, and that will develop in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The last thing I'm gonna add it memory game. And the number 6 I need to add it art gallery. This will 6 image, and that is art gallery. So we need to save and look at that. The images, the first, second, third, 4, 5, 6, and each image have a different content like memory cam, entertainment app, and so on and so forth. So let's move on the CSS to design it, right? So I'm going to get the comment, and that is our project section, right? So first of all you need to select your top of your page, main content like this one. To make a space, top and bottom, so I will use the margin 3 rem, top and bottom, left and right 0 to make a space. In a minute why then I need to select the headings, and the headings have 2 sections like now this is headings and the headings and paragraph. So I want to move this one in the left and right side, so I need to use display flags just for the space between, and we need to save. Let's look at that where it is right now. As you can see but why I can't see the hover effect on there. Okay, I will work on that on later. This time just use the display property, right? So let's select the pro image. So inside the pro image I need to use margin top and bottom to them, left and right 0. After that I'll use image content. In the image content I need to use display grid property and grid template columns. I want to display more than 2 columns, so I need to use repeat to 1FR and use grid cap to make a space to them. Color I will use white. Text transform I will use uppercase. So and right now as you can see, right, but I don't know why I can't see the. In a minute I need to check that image content. Okay, image content have image with 100%. Object fit is cover, and yeah, first we need to save it, and yeah, let's look at that. But why I can't see the 2 sections? Image display grid repeat to 1FR in a minute. This is the project content, and where is the image content? Okay, here is the image content. Just a minute guys, here's my mistake. So I just need to get this one content and we need to paste it inside the image content, right? So this is the second one, and that is okay, we don't need that. And this is our third one. Just get the pro class and paste it, remove it, and that is our 4, and that is our 5 after the pro, and that is our 6. And we need to save. First we need to remove this one content. I think something is wrong. Yeah, it's perfect. Save, and look at that. Right, have 2 sections, and each section have different content. Cool. So we need to make a space between our content and images, so I need to go on style.css, and I'm gonna use it as a margin bottom. So we need to save it, and this content is up here, great, but I need to make a space our top pro images. So where it is, just a minute, I need to check that. And headings, pro content, and that is content inside there. Pro images, just need to check that. Margin top and bottom, but I'm going to change it. Is to padding to make a space. No, in a minute. Why I'm in a minute? I'm going to pro images. Okay, here's a mistake. I need to use us. Have a space right now. This is a right. So in the next video we're gonna discuss all about how to display the overlay effect, and also we're gonna work on the footer section to display the contact form and input fields. So thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. So let's move on the project section. When I hover the mouse on the project image, then I want to display the overlay. Inside the overlay I want to display the anchor links, means links, dummy links. So let's see how we can do that. So I go to my code editor, and before moving on that, in a minute I need to use this one paragraph to change the color. Image content have a P, so I'll use P color, gray color. And also have another issue. When I hover the mouse on there, I can't see the changing the color inside the contact me. So what I need to do on there, I need to go on top, and in a minute, so I have used this one in the header, but I don't need to use it. No need to use it, just get it, and I need to visit on my utility class like this one and paste it. Just use contact span and hover, right, and similar inside there. Yeah, great. So let's index.html, and inside the pro class, after the image, I will use the overlay. Inside the overlay, I will use the overlay content. Inside the overlay content, I will use P and link dummy view project, and that will view code. I will use same thing on each pro tag, just copy it and paste inside the pro. This is the second one, third one, and that is 4.1, and that is 5.1, and last one is, so we need to save. And right now content is up here, but I want to move this one in the image. When I hover the mouse on the image, then I want to display the overlay, and inside the overlay I want to display the content, right? So I need to select the pro class. I need to use the position is relative, and also I'm going to use the cursor is pointer when I hover the mouse right now, and I need to use pro. Inside the pro have overlay. I need to use position as the absolute, and I will use top 0, left 0. I will use the width 100%, and I will use height 100%. I will use the background color var, not var, RGB as 0.5. So we need to save, and yeah, the content is up here, and overlay effect also, but the content is moving in the left side, so I want to move it in the center of the content, right? So I need to select the overlay content, and there I need to use position as absolute, and I will use top 20%, left 35%, transform, translate -50%, comma -50%, and also I will use text align is center, right? So we need to save, but also in a minute I need to check that. Yeah, great. Also I need to select it overlay content, white, text decoration is none, and I will use the bottom 2 pixel solid green color. So we need to save. I don't know why it doesn't appear, so I need to check that. And okay, so this is my class mistake. So the class is our content, and our content, so we need to say, yeah, great, but I need to select the anchor link. So yeah, cool. And yeah, I need to add this one content, and I'm going to use text align is center, and I'm going to use margin bottom to make a space. I'll use margin top and bottom 2 rem and left and right 0 to make a space. Yeah, have a space. So I need to change the height, so it should be 88.5%. So yeah, great, but I think 20%, 35% is left, and yeah, great, but top I will move it. Top will be 50%. Yeah, great, and left will be 50%. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, cool. But I need to hide it when I hover the mouse, then I want to display that, right? So I need to hide like this one, display now. So we need to say I can't see the overlay effect. When I hover the mouse inside the Pro, I just need to get it, hover the mouse, then select the overlay, and I'm going to use display block. So we need to save. Right now, as you can see. Alright, cool. So the last and final section is a contact. Inside the contact, in a minute I need to check that. Yeah, so this is a complete div section. So I need to visit my index.html file, and in the index.html, in a minute I need to add the contact. Just a minute, I need to get that loop. This one, comment, paste on there, and this will be contact. So I need to use the footer tag. Inside the footer I will use the container, similar, same thing, that is contact section. In the contact section I will use the contact fields. In the contact fields I will use the contact details. I will divide the two sections, right? So the contact details I will use h2, and I'm going to use the similar class that I used on top, is heading, use contact, right? After that I will use p, and I'm going to get the contact from there. I will like this one, like this now, right? So this is a left side section, this one, and after this one, inside the contact field I will add another form fields, right? So I'm gonna select this one content, so this will be displaying the left side, and this will be appear in the right side. So inside that I will use the font tag and leave the action. I'm gonna use input type is text, placeholder none. The second one is ML. After that I'll use text area. I'll leave the default, but just change the 10 columns and 5 rows. After that I'll use the button tag. Type is button, and I'm gonna just send message. That's it. So, and open the browser. Yeah, great. Contact is up here. In a minute. Why I'm facing issue? Just a minute. Yeah, great. So let's move on the CSS. In the CSS, we need to get the comment, and I'm gonna paste it. And there is our contact. In the contact, I need to select the footer tag, and I'm going to change the background color as dark color. Then we need to select the contact section to make a space. So I'm going to use margin top and bottom 4M, and left and right 0. After that I need to select the contact fields. So I need to use display grid. I need to divide the columns. Grid template column, repeat to 1 alpha, and grid cap is 3 rem. Alright, so we need to save and look at that, right? And yeah, in a minute I need to check the contact section. Yeah, great. Okay, I'm gonna add the padding. So to make a space, yeah, great. Have a space top and our content, and yeah, let's select the contact details, and I'm gonna use gray color, and extra line justify with I will use 70%. So right, and inside the contact details have a paragraph tag. In the paragraph tag I will use margin top and bottom 1 rem, left and right 0, font size 1.1 rem, line height I will use 1.5 rem, not rem, just use 1.5 to make a space of each line, right? And after the paragraph I need to select the input fields. So form fields, form input, comma, text area. So I need to use width 100%, outline none, border none, font family inherit, and background color is transparent. Border bottom I use 1 pixel solid gray color, like this one. Padding top and bottom 0.5 rem, left and right 1 rem. Margin bottom I will use 1 rem. Color white color. Font size I will use 1 rem. And also I need to hide the resizing of the text area. I need to use the resize now. So we need to save, and look at that. But also I need to add the placeholder inside message. I need to use the message. Yeah, great. The last and final one is button tag, right? So in the button I need to, just a minute, I need to use form fields and a button. So I'm going to use display block, and I will use the margin left order. I want to move this one in the right side. Yeah, great. And I will use the border is none, outline none, background color I will use transparent, and I will use the color what, gray color, and cursor is pointer. So we need to save. Great. Yeah, I need to use select it and use hover, border bottom 1 pixel solid green color, green. We need to save, and look at that. Yeah, and last and final one is I need to go on top of my page, and I need to get it the same thing, but inside the footer I will use the footer content and paste it. Same. Yeah, but I will use the also container. Save, and it should be display. Yeah, great. And in a minute I need to check that. Okay, I will change the color, not color, I will use the copyright inside the footer. Yeah, I'm gonna use copy right content, right? So let's fix this one. So I'm gonna use copy right content. Let's recheck it. Yeah, so inside that I have a nav, so I'm gonna use border top 1 pixel solid gray color. So we need to save, and yeah, great. So guys, this is our complete desktop version of this one website. So in the next video we're gonna work on the smaller screen sizes. So I'm gonna show you in a minute I click to inspect element, and by the way the default have a size 1020 by 22. So we're gonna work on this one size, the first one, and this is a tablet size and have a many other small mobile size screens. So we're gonna use media query to manage it in the small screen size. So thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. Hey guys, let's talk about the responsiveness. So we need to make it as a responsive different devices, right? So you need to open the inspect element. In the inspect element you need to get the size like this one. Inside there you need to change few things. So yeah, everything is cool inside there, but I need to fix this one image, and yeah, so I need to get it, and I open the responsive.css file. So inside that I need to use max. Alright, I like that particular size, and use curly bracket. We need to save it, and I'm gonna drag it and drop in the right side because I need to display the both CSS files to manage it. So yeah, I'm gonna use the container. In the container have a width, padding top and bottom 0 and left right 2 rem. So I need to decrease the padding. So I'm gonna use 0 and 1.5 in this and the particular size. So we need to save and have a space, and I'm gonna hit it. As you can see, have a space right in the left and right side. Then I need to select the headings in a minute, like this one heading. So I need to decrease the size. So I'm gonna select the heading. This is a utility class, by the way. Inside that I'm gonna use font size is 2.5. Save, and yeah, the size has been decreased. And let's move on the this is a showcase, and yeah, I'm gonna get that and paste it inside there. I need to change the font size is 4 rem and letter spacing 4, and we need to remove this one. Save and go to top. Yeah, great. And we need to select the right side. So in the right side, like this one, I need to get that and increase the size 55%. Save, and it should be display the image create inside this one position, right? And then I need to select the about. So in the about I need to increase the width to 70%, and I'm gonna remove all of the properties without the width of that. Yeah, great. And first I need to check that. Yeah, it's perfect. And let's move on the skills. And the skills have a okay, I need to decrease the in a minute. So I use the width 110%. So inside that I'm gonna use the width is 100%, and I'll leave other things. And so yeah, great. After that I need to select the ring skills like this one, and inside that I need to use the right is 25%, but yeah, but I will move it 20%, no 30%, and I will increase it to 40%. Yeah, great. And then I need to select the overlay content, means overlay like this one. So I need to fix this one issue inside the positions of this one. So yeah, I need to select the container overlay, just to select the overlay content like this one. So inside there, overlay underscore content, I leave the top is 40%. So I need to save, and in a minute I need to select this one, and I'm going to change the in a minute 100%. So I think it should be displayed perfect. So it will cover whole of the page, but in a minute. As you can see, I am able to see the overlays appear inside the images and also content, but I need to decrease the height. So I'm going to use 90%, and I'm going to use 60%. Just I check that. Yeah, this is 60%, but I will increase it, and 70% and 80%. Yeah, great. And I'm going to use 85%. Yeah, this position is great in the particular size. And yeah, I want to move the content, so I will use top 50. So, and yeah, it's perfect, right? The particular size. So in the particular size 10024, everything is clear on there. So let's move on the 768 pixel, right? So in the 768 pixel, I need to use media max with 768 pixel. In the 768 pixel, step number 1, you need to use the container, and you need to decrease the padding left and right, and then you need to select the font headings like this one. Inside that, you need to change this one to 2rem, and yeah, I need to select the nav in a minute. So this is nav, by the way. I need to select that inside there and use width 100%, and I'm going to use row gap 1 there, right, to make a space. And yeah, I need to select the header, and the header have all of the content. So in a minute I use the header like this one. So inside that I have a height 60 VH. So inside that I'm going to use height 40 VH. So we need to save, and yeah, great. Don't worry, we will change the image as well. So let's select the header. In the header have a left h2 tag. So inside this one position, I'm going to change the font size as a 3rem. On letter spacing, I will use 3 pixel. So we need to save, right? And yeah, I need to hide in a minute. As you can see, I am able to see the scroll bar has been appeared, right? So we need to fix that. So yeah, I need to select the what in a minute. I need to select the header dot right. This is the right side, by the way. I'm going to use overflow x as hidden, right? So I think it should be removed. No, okay, this is coming from, I think, the image. So in the image section, so I need to set okay, inside that I'm going to use overflow hidden. So I can't see the a little bit up here, but everything is removed from this one position, right? But when I will hit this one size, also I'm able to see the scroll bar, right? So yeah, I need to fix that. Also I need to use position relative inside there because it is default skills. And yeah, I need to check the other sections. So the skills, in a minute, and there on this one size I can't see the scroll bar right now, but when I will hit this one size, and also the scroll bar has been removed on there, right? I don't need to use anything else, but we need to fix this one image issue. So yeah, I need to visit the H2. After the H2, I need to select the about section like this one. I need to get it, paste it, and in there I need to change the font size. Just leave other properties and move it and just use font size 1, right? By the way, this is your content. And then we need to select the header right side. In the header right side, I already mentioned the header right side top, so yeah, I will use a range wise this way, right? So everything is perfect, and then I need to select this one content and paste on there. Inside that I'm going to use, by the way, this is a ring image, I think, not there, but the ring image on there is like this one, and I'm going to decrease that. It's so sad. Let's see. Yeah, it's great, but I will in a minute. Okay, in a minute I need to check that. After the right top is no, I just leave it, but I need to decrease the size. So profile image, and I think ring image, not this one. I think this is it. So I'll use width 50%, so I think it should be okay. So I'll use the width is 30%, 10%. Okay, great. So 50% is best, right? So yeah, inside the particular size I will change the image, right? So where is like this one, so I need to select it, profile image. So I'm going to change the size. I'm going to change the complete image content. I will use the URL images, and inside this one I'm going to use tablet image, profile tablet. So we need to save, and then yeah, as you can see, this is a tablet size image. Great. And yeah, perfect. So let's move on the skill section. So right now this is the skill section. So in the skill section I'm going to use the skills, but I will also check it now inside there. So I need to get it, and I already mentioned the skills. In a minute I need to check the skills. Yeah, already mentioned the skills top 100%, and I'm going to leave this one on this one size. Yeah, so I need to select the skill content, and I'm going to decrease the columns too, right? And I leave other properties. So and yeah, great, as you can see. And then I need to select the I'm gonna select the ring scale. No, I will leave the ring scale default is great on this one size. Right, so that's it for the next section. So let's move on the third one section. In the third one, I think everything is perfect, but I need to check the few things. So yeah, I'm going to select the contact section. So in the contact section, I need to decrease the width of this one content, but I think everything is clear on there, right? So yeah, but in a minute I need to check the profile skills, 1FR, and yeah, great. Yeah, so I need to select the, but by the way, I need to check the overlay effect inside there. Yeah, so overlay has been overloaded inside there, so I need to select the pro overlay, where it is, like that, pro overlay. I'm gonna get it, paste it, and I need to just change the size to check it, 65%, and inside that I'm going to use 80%. Yeah, 80% is great, right? Perfect. The last and final step is inside the particular size is the contact section. So let's work on that. So I'm going to select the contact section with 100%. Then I need to select the contact fields. I'm going to use display flags, flag direction column, line item center. So yeah, great, right? So this is the content. So the last and final media query, I think second one, because I will add another media query in the small screen size. So I need to visit one more time, and I'm going to select the different sizes on there, but I'm going to check the smallest size, like 320, and the max size is 768, but I'm going to use 767 pixel. So when user will hit the, I'm going to show you max, I use the parentheses, and I'm going to use max width 767 pixel, and I target the range. Min width is 320 pixel. Between these size I will use this one style, which I will assign on there. So step number one, you need to select the layer, and you need to use flex direction is column. I want to display that as a column wise in the small screen size. In a minute you will understand everything from top. So I need to select the 7 in a minute. Okay, so I need to use 767 pixel and hit enter. What? Media 767 pixel and main width. Y. In a minute, why it doesn't work? Flex direction column, media max with 767 pixel, and okay, here's a mistake. So, and yeah, great. So I selected 767. Right now the the nav content is appear as a row to columnize. So right now, then I need to select the header. In the header we're going to use similar things. So I need to select the header. In the header I will use flex direction as columnize. So it should be display the columnize right now, as you can see, right? And I need to use the height 100 VH and the small skin size. Yeah, great, but don't worry, we will change the image. Then I need to select the header, top left, H2. So font size I will use 2 rem, and text align I will use center. So save, and in a minute, header, save, and look at that, the content is up here in the center of the page, right? And let's select the about, that is header, left, that about. So I'll use font size 1 rem, and I'm going to use width 100%. Text align I will use center. So we need to save it, and great. By the way, this is a 768 pixel, but when you will hit the small screen size, means 320 pixel, you are able to see everything is clear. But don't worry, we will work on that to decrease the height of the particular section. But when you will hit the 375, 445, it will display great, right? So I've been using 768 pixel because I need to fix few things inside there, right? Yeah, great. So width is great, and then I need to select the header, and the header have a right, and in the right have image, means ring image. So I need to decrease the width is 50%, right? Have the 50%, but I will change the another image, then it should be display perfect. So I'm going to use transform, translate, I will move it in the right side. So 100%, comma, negative 50%, then our image will move on the right side. Right now, as you can see, this is circle image, by the way. And the last thing I'm going to add it is image. So I need to select the right, that profile image, and have an image. So I need to change the image from my PC. So I need to use images, and I'm going to use mobile image in this small screen size. Say, and in a minute, images, profile, and mobile. Okay, I will use with 100%, and height is fit content, and object fit is color. So we need to save, and yeah, but I will decrease the size, right? So yeah, great. On the 768 pixel, but when you will hit the small screen size, and I want to move this one in the left side. So yeah, I will fix it on later. This time I just assign the few things, then I will manage it. Right, so let's move on this CSS. Let's go bar, I think large size of space in the right side. So I need to fix this one issue. I think something is wrong inside my main.css file, because yeah, so I need to check the skill right side content in the main.css file. So I think it should be yeah, so this is the right side, and inside it have ring image, and also having image. The position is absolute, but I need to use the position as relative inside there because I want to display the content in the right grid. As you can see, the circle is appeared and I can't see the scroll bar in the left and right side. So yeah, we need to fix that. So in the small screen size, I need to increase the width is 50%, so it should be displayed the large size. Yeah, great, right? So very simple issue, but mistakes is telling you something new and you will find the error to solve the problems. That's perfect. So yeah, great. So in this 768 pixel everything is clear, but when you will hit the 767 and inside that you need to fix the positions of the image, and also you need to display that as a row wise, right? It means column wise. So let's move on there, and yeah, so where it is, that is our profile image. So 768 pixel to in a minute. I need to select the contact class and I need to use text align as center because I want to display the content in the center like this one, and also have this one. No, just use the first one, right? And then the contact. So let's move the skills. So there is the skills. So in this situation I'm going to use it as width 100% and I'm going to use text align as center. So yeah, everything in the center, and also I need to select it as skills, SK content, and I'm gonna use grid template column 1FR. So and it should be displayed 1 Y skills SK content save, and it should be displayed 1. Yeah, great. So let's move on the ring scale. So ring scale is good, but yeah, I will manage it on ring scale. So I'll use right will be 50%, negative 50%, and top will be 70%. So we need to save it, and yeah, let's move on top. Great. And we need to check out the overflow. I think overflow is too large size of the small screen size, so let's fix that. So I'm gonna use pro, overlay. So I'm gonna use height is 60%, and I think it should be 60 is too small, so I need to use 80%. Yeah, it is great, but I will use 80.2% and 5. Yeah, that's perfect, but you can hide that, or you can add another properties. I'm gonna leave it. And then our content is great on there. Yeah, great. And then I need to select the contact is also great on there, and yeah, so I need to display that, and this one is column wise, right? So I need to select the, just a minute, scales, and that is project. So in the project have image content, so I need to get it, and just use grid column, grid template column, wonderful. And yeah, great. So on there I need to increase the height is 90% and 95%. 95 is too large, but I will use 88.5%. yeah, that's perfect size on there. And yeah, everything is clear on there. And when you will decrease that, so in the small screen sizes, so let's see. On there I have one issue, but don't worry, we will fix that. That's perfect size. 768 pixel is also best, but I will move it on top. And this is a small screen size. In the small screen size, have everything is great right now. Just a minute guys, sorry for right. So let's work on the last and final step is 320 pixel, right? And mobile size 375%. So inside that I will change the few things. Max width 375 pixel. So I need to use header. In the header I will use height 65, 85 each. I need to decrease that, right? And I need to select the header, not right, and I need to use overflow is hidden on the small screen size. We don't need to display the scroll bar inside there, right? So our site is ready. So let's look at that in the 768 pixel. In the 768 pixel, in a minute I need to check that. This 767, but I need to go on top, and that is our 768 pixel. In the 768 pixel I need to select the profile image, and I'm going to use it transform translate y negative 15%. So it should be move on top. No, this is double size. Okay, it's up here and down, but I need to move it on top. So 15% top. So where it is, I need to get that from the particular section. Ring image, and that is a 12%. Right, profile 12%, so I need to decrease it. Yeah, I need to get it. I will try to write the best things. Yeah, great. But also I will use 20%, 25%. Yeah, it's moving to top, but 15 is best. Yeah, 15 is best. And yeah. So let's see in the and there, great. Okay, 768 pixel, 445, yeah, great. 445, 375, great. So yeah, that's our project. So I know this video is too long, but inside it I have completed all of the sections, so you can learn everything as you want, right? So just focusing on my tactics that I've used inside the project to build it from scratch. I hope you are understood as well all about it. If you have any suggestion, any idea, you can leave the comment inside the video. So thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.